Alright, I'm going to be streaming Super Mario Brothers 2, the Japanese version. Erin's here with me.
Hello.
From Erin Plays. And here we go. This is maybe the hardest official version of Mario, so it's going to be fun.
It's gonna be great.
Yeah, so you're more familiar with the Lost Levels on Super Nintendo, right?
Yeah, that's the version I grew up with. I actually, when I was a kid, I got pretty far in Lost Levels. I don't know if I could do it now, but I played that one a lot on Super Mario All-Stars. So, it's kind of funny, like, the All-Stars Super Nintendo version, like, feels like home when it comes to Mario.
Yeah.
Which is kind of weird, because it's not the original version, so...
Well,
I mean, I later played those.
We didn't have this in the States.
That's true.
So, this was actually, I believe, on famicom disk system.
Oh.
This version, yeah. But, you know, we got Mario 2, the American version, which was originally Doki Doki Panic. So, a little bit later, when they released the version you had, they included this game, and they called it Mario Lost Levels.
This was also released though on Famicom, right? Like,
well,
it was on disc system, but they also did a Famicom version of it.
I believe that's probably true. I'm not sure. I think they probably did. So, here we go. Alright, that was the first level. So I have beaten this before. I've done Lost Levels. That was the last one that I did. So Lost Levels is pretty much the same game as this, almost exactly, other than the fact that the graphics are updated to 16-bit graphics, and some of the springs in Super Mario Brothers suck in the original and in this. So one thing that's not fixed in the 8-bit version is the springs. So the springs here are still going to be annoying, and that's the thing probably, I guess, most that makes this version harder than the Lost Levels version, because those definitely suck. The Lost Levels is extremely hard. It's like the same thing as this. It's just this is, I would say, slightly more difficult. So that's pretty much the deal with it. I'm trying to think of what else to even say about it. They didn't want to release this game in the United States, and from what I heard was Howard Phillips, who there was a comic in Nintendo Power called Howard and Nestor, and he was like, I think he was like the head editor of Nintendo Power or something. He worked on Nintendo Power, and they gave him, Nintendo of Japan gave him an advance copy of this game, and I think he was going to review it for Nintendo Power or something like that.
Oh, and he thought it was too hard.
He thought
too much of the same.
Yeah, and I think he was the reason why, because I think they valued his opinion. Now this part I could warp, but I think I'm probably not going to warp, because people usually want you to go through the whole game, so I'm probably not warping. So I'm gonna try to go through the whole thing.
You know what I didn't know for like years as a kid?
Yeah.
I didn't know that when you warped, I always thought when I was little that just means it takes you to a different, like, totally different levels. I didn't realize it just takes you further in the game.
Oh, okay.
Like, I thought it was a totally different path or something.
Right, like Rondo of Blood going like an alternate route.
Yeah, so I don't think I knew that until like 9th grade or like really late, and I was like, oh, it just takes you further in the game.
Now you've been streaming, I know you streamed Dracula's Curse, but you've been streaming Rondo of Blood lately. How's that going for you?
It's grueling. Last night I finally did stage 7, which is probably the longest, most grueling stage of a game that I can remember. So that sucked, but you know, now we're on Dracula.
What was stage 7?
Stage 7, it's where you have that bridge with the bats, and they come at you with swords from behind you,
me of
in front of you.
There was that arcade game at Castlevania called Haunted Castle.
Yes, it's kind of like that, but with way more aggressive bats.
Okay.
Because were there bats in that part? I don't remember.
In Haunted Castle?
Yeah.
Can't remember off the top of my head, but I did beat that game. and that game was definitely really difficult. But I remember it's kind of like, I guess like any of those games, the more you learn it, the easier it becomes. You know, so I just played it, and then I got to the point where I was like, okay, like I can do this, because it's kind of like the same thing every time.
Mm-hmm.
So I eventually got to the point with it where I was like, okay, this isn't quite as hard as people say, because a lot of people were like, oh, this is the hardest Castlevania, and it may be, but I didn't think it was quite as, like, it wasn't impossible.
Yeah.
You know? I've been playing a hack of Castlevania recently. It's just like Castlevania hard mode. That's hard.
Yeah, I didn't see that one.
It's the Super Nintendo Castlevania.
Oh, okay.
So, all right, that is World 1.
Hey, Newer Junkie.
Thanks, Walker. Love the streams. I loved Red Dead Redemption 2 when you punched the horse and kicked it, and it kicked you in the face. Yeah, I'm probably gonna put up a compilation video. She was there for that.
Mm-hmm. That was funny.
We were just, I don't know, putting the saddle on the horse or something like that, and then
because I was like learning how to because I never played Red Dead before, like the new one, so I was trying to like feed it and stuff, and then I handed the controller to you, and you were like talking, and then you accidentally just like socked it in the face.
I hit the wrong button.
That was pretty funny.
I didn't mean to do that, but when I saw that fisherman and that dog, I did mean to do what I did.
Mm-hmm.
I have to say, there's a lot of bad things that can happen in that game if you want to play it the way I play it. I'm a criminal in that game. I'm actually set back a little. Okay, here's one of the springs. This is gonna be a nightmare. So you can go like that and then run up top, and that gets you over, and then you fall eventually.
Like right around there.
Yeah, I'm surprised that worked as well as it did. You know what? The ones that send you up and then they're like that, where you can like walk on the top of the screen, they're not that bad. It's the ones that don't make you walk up. You'll say we'll get to them. They're basically like the regular springs. This one probably does the same thing, so it's again probably not bad. I don't mind the ones that are like this. That's fine. Come on up. You gotta watch out for the brown mushrooms, because those will kill you. And this was the first game where they ever introduced the thing like that. A lot of the hacks.
Oh, what's his name? The guy that they showed it to, I forget his name all the time. The Nintendo Power dude.
Mm.
Didn't he like think that was like, he felt like it's like you're being tricked? Basically, he made US like players look like really yeah. It's like, come on, dude.
You can say pussies.
I was trying to find the word.
I say much worse, and so does my chat. How you doing, chat?
But yeah, I remember hearing that story and I was like, oh my god. I mean, I like the American version of Super Mario 2, Doki Doki Panic, whatever, because I mean, that's what I knew.
It's a great game.
Yeah, and it's like, that's just what you thought about. Like, as a kid, you were just like, okay, you just took that as this is the sequel. So you didn't know anything else until, like, you know, later.
Have you streamed that game yet?
No, I haven't streamed a lot of Mario. I haven't played a lot of Mario in a very long time. I streamed Mario Land. I think that's it. Oh yeah, and then I did one of the newer ones, the Mario on Wii U.
Oh, you did the Game Boy one.
Yeah. But yeah, I haven't streamed a lot of Mario.
Alright, there is a thing somewhere here. It's invisible.
Hey, Jose.
There we go. Like that. I used to get so tripped up with this because I was like, what? How do you do this? Oh, I guess I have to actually just jump straight up there. Oh, fuck. There must be another. Oh boy. I'm screwed, I think.
I think if you get back on that, I don't know if you can.
At this point, I don't know that I can. Oh my god, I can. Okay. There might be another block.
Yeah.
It's there, okay. I was looking for it on the other side. Alright. If I can keep this until I get to the castle, that'd be nice. There's a level in this that's kind of like Ninja Gaiden where there's actually like wind. And it's
oh yeah.
god awful.
Yeah, that level sucks.
Oh, they had that in in the last level still.
Yeah.
So I think there was a Bradley that subbed a few minutes ago. Thank you to anybody who's subbed so far. And if you guys have Amazon Prime, Twitch Prime, you can sub for free.
I like the levels where it's snowing and there's like.
I think that's level 5 or 6 or
I don't
something.
remember.
Actually, I don't know if they have that in this.
Maybe I'm thinking of
version.
normal Mario.
Yeah, that might be.
No, it's lost levels, but I don't know if it's in this version.
Well, it's pretty much the same. It's just the graphics would like look
I'm pretty
8-bit.
sure.
Yeah, it probably is. Thanks, Pooping Pants, for the sub.
It's a good username.
Da-da-da-da.
Oh yeah, I did that, Brutal. That was funny.
What'd you do?
She said she saw my cameo in the Star Trek V review.
Oh, yeah.
Where I'm like frantically asking for it.
So, yeah, with that, you like love Star Trek V, right?
Oh yeah, it's like my favorite thing.
I think I might have to bounce off those Goombas. That sucks because I had to.
It's a risk I'm willing to take, Cyborg.
There we go.
Ugh.
Oh my god!
That was close.
I think there's a thing.
Yep.
Alright, I don't know where, I don't know if this is one of those levels where it's like a maze or whatever.
Yeah, it might be. I feel like those don't come up yet.
Watch this, you can just walk over it. That's a game, actually, too. Have you done that? Have you played the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle?
I really want to do a video on that. I've played it here and there. I actually like it a lot. I know some people don't like it, but I think that one's more interesting than Turtles in Time. And I know everyone likes Turtles in Time and like all those, but I'm like, I like the first NES game.
It has good music.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, our princess is in another castle. This game is not Hagane. I don't have Hagane in there, do I? Can you check that? It's got Mario.
Wait, Hagane where?
In the thing, at the Twitch. I just want to make sure it's the right game. Like, what's the...
Oh, on the dashboard. No, Super Mario 2. I think they're just like, you know.
Because that was the last thing I streamed.
Yeah.
Okay. I want to make sure, because sometimes I actually do fuck that up, so...
Someone's saying it is titled Hagane. What does it say on my notification?
Yeah. Yeah, is it actually?
No, I got the Super Mario Brothers 2 notification.
Okay, that's fine. If I don't accidentally go to one of these warps, if I do, I'll probably kill myself or something. Oh boy, oh boy. Shit. Alright. Is this one of these? Yeah, this is one of these. Oh look, I jumped over the flagpole.
Good job.
Do you know I jumped over the flagpole
I do.
in Super Mario Brothers on level 1?
I do. I don't think I've ever done that, actually.
That was my first, yeah, well...
That was your first video,
It took me like 3 hours to do it. It's awful. Actually, this TV would be really good to do this on. You see this? There's like a scan function on this. I think it's like this. See how it goes like that? But if I do that, it shows more of the screen. Like, look at the blocks on the bottom, how they're cut off there. And then if I hit that, that's like the full... People can't see it on there, but that's actually interesting. I should look into that. But there's more blocks on the screen because I was playing Bucky O'Hare for NES.
Yeah.
And people were like, there was some boss, and they were like, oh, you can see the feet of this boss. There's this boss that drops.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, oh, you can see the feet.
Oh, I remember that, and you couldn't see
And
them.
I couldn't see the feet.
So if you did that, maybe you could see them?
Yes. So now I have the TV like that, so I can see everything. If I would have had this when I did the Super Mario Brothers jumping over the flagpole, because the thing is, you need to see the turtle's head. The turtle walks along the bottom of the screen. So finally I figured that out when I did that video, and what I did was, on my old television, I did something with the vertical hold where I brought the blocks up so that I could see the turtle like walking, because you have to jump off this turtle's head and then he falls down like a hole, but then he'll like walk along the bottom of the screen. Then you follow the turtle all the way to the end or something. I mean, watch the video, I explain it, but that was the first solo video I ever did for Cinemassacre, back when James went to do the the nerd movie.
I always liked Blooper.
Blooper, yeah, Blooper is also in the Mario Party games. Have you played much of those?
I played the ones on Nintendo 64. And that's basically it.
I think those are usually considered the best ones. Like the first one and the second one, I think people like the best. I actually really like some of the GameCube ones a lot too. They're actually pretty good.
Yeah, people like, I forget which one. Maybe all of them. I feel like there's one on GameCube people really like.
The fourth one is like really slow, but I think that's one of the first games Waluigi appears in, but it's not the first one. I forget what the first one is. The chat can let us know. What's the first game with Waluigi?
I remember when the GameCube first came out, or like around that time. I remember my friends and our brothers, we'd play whenever Mario Party that was, but that was like so long ago, it's like I don't remember, so I don't count it. I played it though as a kid.
The first Mario Party?
Whatever one was on GameCube. I played a lot of the Nintendo 64 ones.
This is the snow level. It's the World 3.
I like this level.
Shit. Yeah, great. I think that's might be the first time I died.
The first one.
There are 4 on GameCube, I believe.
Damn.
And then there's one
Is there one on Wii?
There's definitely one on Wii.
Okay, I must have played that one.
There actually might be
I'm gonna look it up.
2.
It's bothering me.
I guess there's one on Wii U, I forget. The first one on Wii was alright, but then the next one I didn't like. They introduced the feature where you drive around in the car, and I personally don't like that at all.
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah, I don't like that. But I think the first Wii one was alright, from what I remember. Let me see what they're saying about Waluigi. Somebody said Mario Tennis. Mario Tennis apparently is the first Waluigi. Is that GameCube? I don't remember.
I don't know.
I'm trying to remember Mario Tennis. It must be GameCube because that was the era, right? Or maybe it's Nintendo 64. I don't know. What was Mario's? It's Nintendo 64. Okay, I didn't have that game actually. Did you have Mario Tennis?
Mario Tennis, no. I've never played it. People say that one's actually really fun.
Okay.
And didn't that just come out for Switch? Wasn't there Mario Tennis?
I think there's. Fuck. I think there's a new one.
Yeah, like I know people like it.
Mario Aces or some shit. Mario Tennis Aces, I think it's called. Yeah. I don't fucking know.
I don't know.
There's too many games. Too many games, as Justin says.
So those of you saying the title of the stream is old, are you on a desktop or mobile? Because I got a mobile notification and it says Super Mario 2. I'm just curious.
Well, you know what I could do? I could look at...
Because it says it there. Did we not save it? Oh, it says Hagane there.
Yeah, it totally says Hagane. Yeah, I have to save it. Maybe I didn't save it.
But that's weird, I got the mobile notification on.
God damn it.
That sucks.
That does suck. Alright, well it should be updated now. Hopefully.
Okay, yeah, they're saying it's fixed.
Alright.
That sucks though.
Sorry, I didn't hit update. That's weird that you got...
Yeah.
It said Mario 2 for you, though. I don't know.
That's interesting.
Alright, so this is gonna start in with the fucking... maze
Oh
stuff,
god.
and this is where everything falls to shit for me.
I remember the first time I ever played. It was when I was playing the first Mario game. The first time I ever encountered one of these castles, and I remember I like couldn't figure it out because I guess I was really dumb when I was a kid. And I just remember like sitting there like with my grandma going, "What do I do?"
Well, get ready for me to do the same thing because I can't do these.
Like I didn't know you were supposed to listen for like the sound cues.
Well, I don't fucking hear anything. I don't even know if this version has it. Like, oh, did I just make it? I think I just made it somehow. Let's see. You can help me out, try to remember, because I have a bad memory of this shit. Alright, well, it wasn't that. That disappeared, so it wasn't that.
Oh, so these are visual cues on these?
I guess. Well, yeah.
Well, this is a new experience for both of us.
Maybe, you know what? Maybe I go down here. I'm gonna try that. Alright, I'm gonna go down on the bottom. Okay, well.
Oh my god, this sucks.
Yeah.
I hate these.
Me too. I'm gonna go on the bottom. I'm gonna try dropping. What if I guess I'm gonna try the middle now?
Yeah, I don't think you've done the middle yet. Go up.
I'll go up again?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Nope.
No, damn it.
Okay, so I did this, I dropped, and then I went. I'm gonna actually do the middle again. I'm gonna go, oh, fuck. I don't know if that counts or not. Then I'm gonna go like this. Fuck, I was gonna go in the middle. I don't know what to do.
Does anybody in the chat know? You know what? Well, you're gonna die, but I mean, like, oh no, you have enough time. Maybe just try.
I have
Just
no
try it
idea.
again. Try going straight through.
I have no idea. I'm gonna go up top is what I'm gonna do. Maybe if I... Okay. I guess I'll go at the bottom. It's gonna disappear. That wasn't it. Fuck. I don't know. I hate these fucking things. Alright. So I just did the top. So I guess I'm gonna fall through this hole again. I don't know.
This is so.
I'm trying to like think about what I'm doing. Well, I can't. Wait a second. I just remembered that. All right, it's the shit. All right.
Wants to know, do you know about Sharon? I think I've told you about how in my streams they made up Sharon.
Oh yeah, Sharon. Like
He knows about Sharon.
it's the evil Erin.
Yeah.
Yeah, great.
she's like the total opposite of me. Yeah.
She's cool.
And we're rivals. She's my fake rival.
I don't know what to do again. I don't know what I did. So I think I was on the... Didn't I just do this? Or did I go up or some shit? I don't know. I'm pretty sure I went up, then let me try up again, I guess. I'm gonna have to like write this shit down. I hate these. I don't know if this is unlimited continues or not.
That's a good, yeah, I don't know.
Oh, I guess it's unlimited continues, but you start at the beginning of this. You wanna try it?
Sure. Ah.
There you go. Look how the star was like cut in half for a second.
That was awesome. It like takes me a second to get back in the Mario groove. Oh, that was a brown mushroom.
It was.
They're not obvious on this version. That's so funny. Oh, okay, we're both not doing too hot right now. Let me try again. Yeah. Ah, shit. I I screwed up, didn't I?
No, you can still get up there.
Okay. Well,
You have to. Oh, well, there you go.
I used to like using Luigi because he like jumps higher. Wasn't that? Shit.
He controls slightly differently in this, I think. Yeah, I think he jumps higher. See, I don't ever use Luigi. I don't usually see. Even when I play this game with two people, I don't usually do the back and forth thing with Luigi because I feel like it takes longer, because if somebody's really good at it, then they'll be playing forever, and then you don't like really get a chance. I like playing it like this, where it's like I'll just hand it over to you.
See, I have this thing where it takes me a really long time to get into the groove with Mario because sometimes like I get too zippy.
You get zippy?
I keep dying. Yeah, because I run everywhere, and then I feel like I don't know what the word is. It takes me a minute.
This is one of the hardest. I was gonna say NES, but I guess Famicom games.
Mario jumps higher.
Oh, and by the way, so the Famicom Disk System version, the original of this, shit. Famicom Disk System loads slowly, and it's like I don't want to wait. So I have a like hack cart. Actually, the first episode of James and Mike Mondays, we had a game called Super Mario Bros. Rambo, which is like a bootleg Famicom cartridge. And we thought it was funny. James thought it was funny because it said Rambo on it.
Oh, I think I remember that.
So that's actually a good example of like how most of the series goes, when it's just like we pop something in and just see how it goes. So we pop that in, we're like, okay, what's this? And it was just this game. So we played it for like a little while, and we're like, okay, well, this is just like Lost Levels. But yeah, so with the Famicom Disk System version, basically I don't want to wait. You know, so I play this because I'm pretty sure this, you know, you don't have to wait for the thing to fucking load, basically.
Yeah.
That said,
Hey, Brisby.
I do have Zelda, Metroid, and Kid Icarus on Famicom Disk System, and I kind of want to do those because like there's differences. For example, with like Zelda 2, from the American version, but that's gonna suck too. Like I almost don't want to do it because you have to wait in between screens, and it's kind of gonna be. It'll be neat to see the differences, but it's gonna be really annoying to play the game to wait.
It, though. I think that'd be cool.
Yeah, and I do have a working Famicom Disk System now, so you know, so that might be cool. So maybe I'll do that eventually. Fuck blooper. What? I hit his head. One time on a stream I called that a turtle, and everybody was like, "It's a fucking Koopa!"
You can't fuck that up.
It's if you're ever playing Zelda and you call the snake, if you call the rope a snake,
You should just kill yourself.
you should die. Just die.
In one of my videos, I accidentally called Boom Boom Bowser, and every comment's like, "That's not Bowser, that's Boom Boom," and I'm like, "Well, fuck." It's like you're in the middle of playing something.
I know.
And it's like you're just.
You're thinking about playing the game.
Yeah, and so like you just say like the wrong thing sometimes because it's hard sometimes to talk while playing, and it's pretty funny.
And by the way, God fucking forbid you call a Boom Boom a Bowser.
I should just delete my channel, kill myself.
Yeah, you should jump off a cliff because you did that.
I can never come back from that.
Nobody can ever. I'll never. Now that I know that you said that, it's just. Thanks, Spiff, for
like, get
subbing.
The fuck off my couch.
Get off my property! Get off of Charlene! What do they call your Sharon?
Sharon is not my chair. Sharon is my arch enemy.
So, did your chat name your arch enemy Sharon?
Because it rhymes with Erin.
Well, I know that, but did the chat do it?
Oh yeah, they came up with the whole thing. I just looked over once and I'm like, what's going on? Who's this Sharon? And
So
they explained it to
my
me.
chat named my cow Charlene.
Yeah.
So there's Charlene and Sharon, which are our like fantasy people.
Cause see, I don't.
By the way, I like this name a lot. That's just sub to me. Sirloin of cow.
That's a good name.
Is sirloin the lowest calorie steak? That's what I want to know. I was thinking about what the low calorie steaks are, and some of them are like really high calorie, and some of them are like low calorie. Like
That's true.
You can go and get like a steak, and one will be like 1,500 calories, and another one will be like 200 calories.
Maybe the chat knows.
Tell me, chat. Tell me all about beef.
Oh look, Senator Cruz says ribeye is less calories.
Ribeye.
So that's a man that knows his steaks.
Is ribeye the lowest calorie steak, or is there one that's lower than ribeye, Senator Cruz? Let us know as we play Mario 2.
Ooh, Frisbee says London broil might be the leanest.
Well, is that leanest, but is that lowest calorie? I'm talking about lowest calorie.
Oh my god, you were junkie. You're the one that coined the name Sharon. Good job.
I want to know who coined Charlene.
She says, I like rump roast because it's eating ass. That's very true,
And
Shishi.
before you eat the rump roast, you could have a tossed salad. I give up. I'm done streaming.
I get it. That was a good one.
Now, I'm back to this shit.
Frisbee's making a rump roast.
I have to, like, figure this out.
Sorry, I was too busy looking
You know
at
what?
the chat.
Maybe I go down here instead. Maybe that's the problem.
They need this is so much harder without the cues.
You know what? That might have been it. That was it.
Okay.
I go down with the... Well, there kind of is the cue. Oh, you mean if you... Everything disappears if you get it wrong.
I know, but I like the
You like the sound.
audio ones.
I agree with you. All right, so that was that. Then what? Oh yeah, this. Ready? There's this. Shit, I didn't get in front of it. So now I'm gonna go up. I'm guessing I still go up. Let's see. That was okay. That was it. There we go. All right, now we're up at that. There we go. We figured this castle out. All right, now we're up to World 4. You want to start World 4?
Sure. Let's see if I fall off any blocks.
Boxy Brown says, why don't you just go the right way?
Look at that cloud.
Toad is flipping you fuckers off.
Hey, is that bush right there, the dark one? Are those supposed to be eyeballs? Like, does he have wonky eyes? I've never noticed that. Or are those just dots?
Well, the other ones definitely have
See, they have like
eyes.
the straight eyes, but that one's all the way up here, one's down there.
Maybe he's a goofy bush.
He's a goofy bush. Oh no, not this one.
Spinies.
Jesus Christ.
Spiny shells, spiky shells,
was bad.
spinies. He's a little dirt.
He's
They said the dark bush is drunk as fuck.
a little derpy. No!
Mario's gotta get in that hole. It's a little tight.
Mm-hmm. God damn it.
Trust the fungus.
Yeah, there we go. Fungi.
Lakitu. I remember Lakitu mostly from, well, I mean this, but I always think of Super Mario Kart.
Boing. Ha!
That's one of the
sucks.
regular ones, I
Yeah,
think.
I felt it. That was bad.
Yeah, those are
Right.
awful. Yeah, so now we've made it to the regular springs, which are shit.
Shit. So, like, if you don't jump from there, it's
I
like
would
you're
probably
kinda
run and
screwed.
just jump over it, not through the hole.
Oh, yeah.
It's just getting the speed up in there.
Ah,
Mm.
fuck. See, now I'm screwed. Do you want to try it?
Give it a shot.
Oh,
you guys considered doing a Mortal Kombat Shaolin Monk stream? Yeah. In fact, we were just considering that right before this. In fact, that's exactly what I want to stream.
You know what's funny? I've never played any Mortal Kombat. I don't think. Like I played in the arcade a bit when I was little, but like I don't know what the fuck I'm doing.
I have a little easier time with Mortal Kombat than I do with.
That makes me feel better. You did the same thing.
Oh, that's the worst part of the game for me, is the springs.
The springs, yeah, the springs.
I'm probably going to have to do this 100 times. The problem that comes is, like, later, I'll be on, like, 4-3 or something, and a spring like that will come, and I'll just die, and then I get sent back here. That might be the worst part, the hardest part of the game, is those springs. Wow, I don't know how I did that. Those springs... and the castles, like figuring that out. Alright, let's try it. There we go. You have to run and hit it, and then hope that it bounces you.
I like to jump on him and then take his cloud. Oh, that's a different game.
That's Mario World.
Yeah, never mind.
Yeah.
Can you tell it's been a while since I played like anything Mario?
Yeah. Well, no, that's not true. You were playing the new Super Mario.
Yeah, but I mean like
the old ones.
Yeah, I think it's because I played so much of it as a kid that like when I became an adult, I'm like, there's so many other things I want to play. So yeah.
Well, you were playing.
I like this though.
What's that system you were playing? That horror thing, the 3DO?
Oh yeah.
What's
Escape
that?
from Monster Manor.
Yeah.
That was fun. But then I got motion sick. I've never gotten that motion sick from a game before.
How long is that game?
It's long. Like, I don't know how many... There's like, I don't know. It's
Did you like it?
I liked it, but then it gets to a point where it's just like you just keep running around. At least for me, I kept like trying to find the doors and the keys. And I was just getting dizzy and like almost like I can't.
It was making you dizzy?
It was making me like dizzy and kind of queasy. I've never really... Like Mario Galaxy kind of made me feel weird, I remember. But like this was like, I had to like take a second, like close my eyes and be like, okay. I think because I was running around too fast.
There's a few games that have done that to me, and it's the worst. Alright, flagpole. Thanks, Brandy, for subbing.
What are my favorite games, Shishi? Well, probably my favorite game of all time is Yoshi's Island. But I really like Contra. I really like Batman on NES.
What about Super C?
I like Super C. Sometimes I like try to think which one I like better. And it's hard. I think I like Contra a little bit better than Super C, but it's close. I really like Dracula's Curse. I think I might like it more than Rondo of Blood, but I'm really enjoying Rondo of Blood right now, but... Touch Fuzzy, get dizzy! See, that's another thing. Yoshi's Island, it's like even the stage names are really memorable. Like, it's perfect. You don't like that game. I fucking love that game.
Yoshi's Island?
Yeah.
I wouldn't say I don't like it. I need more practice with it. The baby definitely does piss me off.
Oh yeah, that's annoying.
And I didn't have that game growing up, and I have very little practice with it. So when I played it, there's like a lot of things that I didn't know. So I was getting really frustrated with it. But if I were to play that game again,
maybe you'd like it more.
Like I feel like I'd have to play it a couple times, and then it's like a game that I think I would like more if I played it more. I'm just kind of unexperienced with it, so I kind of get frustrated with it because I'm bad at it. Basically, I don't dislike it. I actually think that I like the style of it a lot, like I think it's an awesome style for Mario. It's like, it fits perfectly.
So that was the first game that I owned, and it was the first game I ever beat, so maybe that's why I like it so much. It's like nostalgic.
What to do here? I feel like I was screwed. I had to be up top, I think.
Maybe there's a box.
Oh, I didn't know I could. Well, because I couldn't see ahead.
Oh.
Alright. One life left. So yeah, they were asking your favorite game. So other than Yoshi's Island, and I guess you answered Dracula's Curse.
Yeah, Batman NES, the Sunsoft one.
That game's great. That's one of my
I
favorite.
really like that game. I'm trying to think what else.
To my fan correction, ever appear on Conan? It did not. I met Conan once. I went to his show, and before Conan, before, at least he used to do this. They used to have like a comedian like warm up the audience before Conan came out, and well, it was somebody. It was one of the writers that like worked on the show, and then afterwards Conan would just like come out and he'd like start dancing with the audience and shit, and then he would just like come and like walk through the audience basically and like shake people's hands and shit. So that was pretty cool. I'm hoping this one isn't one of the mazes. Oh, god damn it. God damn it. This is where it's gonna be a maze. Fuck everything. And I don't know which one to like go in and.
Yes.
Oh.
No.
Fuck.
Alright. I'm gonna jump right on a spiky turtle again. Shit. See, what do you do? If you don't make it there, it's like you're totally screwed.
Some weird shit happened when I went through that hole. I just like got lucky, and then other times I was like running right from I like jump and like just go over it kind of thing. It's just like, she says I met Conan's masturbating bear. Did you really?
I can't do that part because then I land in the wrong spot and then you're screwed.
Give another shot.
Alright.
Mr. Do? What about Mr. Do, Count Daru? I love Mr. Do. You said start.
I'm like afraid. Oh, fuck.
Well, yeah. Okay, there you go.
See, it doesn't... Like, you're screwed if you don't make it.
Yeah, you gotta pretty much make it the first time. Flick of the wrist says I almost beat this game as a kid. There you go.
Finally.
Some fucked up jumps on the last stages. On the last stages, you mean?
Oh wait. I think...
You have to run. It's awful. There you go. Nice.
Oh, that was close. It feels so like not good.
Yeah.
Like I hate those springs so much.
They're the absolute worst. They're my least favorite thing in Super Mario Brothers. There you go.
Shit, I'm gonna fall on it. It's gonna be bad. Because everything's fine.
Hey, did you know the piranha plant is apparently in Smash Brothers?
Holy shit.
The Smash Bros.
Oh my god, I thought that was the end of the screen.
That's not good. That was a hole. Oh, yeah, you're at a checkpoint. No. There you go. Oh my god.
I'm just running.
Pretty much. Oh. You made it further. You should try it again. You're doing better. I tried so hard to get far in this game, but there were levels after World 8. Oh yeah, like with the original Mario Brothers, after you beat the game, then it goes to like A and stuff. I should actually do that. Like go further than you beat the game. That was a bad sentence. I should go further than I beat the game.
Talking is hard.
It can be. Do you have a hard time talking sometimes?
Yes.
I do.
I always say, and then people like make fun of me because I guess I say I can't talk a lot. Like I go, I can't talk.
You just say I can't talk.
Yeah, and then that's the thing I say a lot. I try not to say it all the time.
You're doing well. Jump over this.
Let's get the fuck over the...
There you go.
I don't like how the jumping feels.
You got it. Just go. Jump over the hole. Over the hole.
Ah!
Nice.
Oh, Jesus.
Look at the wrist says everything matters. It's true. This is a weird looking Zelda game. Tried so hard, got so far, but in the end, it doesn't matter.
Linkin Park. Oh my god. Yes, please.
This is great. You can just you're playing. I don't have to do anything. I'll just read the chat.
Yeah, isn't it fun?
It's great.
No.
Ooh.
See, I got silly with the running.
Yeah.
Can't do that. Wait, what do
Zoop.
Oh, I have to jump on the
Yeah.
thing. Oh.
No, you just like run and jump up when
Oh,
things
okay.
when the.
I'm
things
not used to
down.
how the jumping feels. Shit. See, if we played the All-Stars version, we could have used your fancy little controller overlay.
That's
And
true.
I wouldn't have sucked so bad at this.
You like that with the Super Nintendo controller,
It
you're
just
probably more
feels...
used to it.
Yeah, I'm more used to it.
Yeah. See, I'm more used to the NES
Shit, not
controller
again.
because I'm old.
Yeah, well... That's probably better, because then everyone's like, oh, because that's the real version.
This is this is the original.
And I'm like, I only know the Super Nintendo All-Stars version.
I think most people had that because that's what came out here in the States.
Yeah.
So
That's true. So on this Mario game, I am totally like, that's fine. I don't feel so shitty.
there you go.
Oh.
You're doing well with that. Pop them on the head.
Yeah, I need to. Wait, no.
Don't hit that yet. I'm being a backseat Mario
fine.
player. Trying to help. Bop, boop,
Ah.
bop, boop, boop, bop. Scoop, scop, scoobity boo, bop, bop-a-dee. God. Wait, is this game harder on NES? What the fuck? Yes, it is harder on the NES. The springs are not fixed.
Yeah.
And
The jumping feels weird to me.
oh, that was lucky.
Yeah, it was. Fucking turtles.
It's funny how you can tell that I can tell that was lucky.
Ugh!
Oh, nice! So was that.
Whatever.
It was great.
It counts,
You're
it
like,
counts.
fuck you, it was skill, Mike.
As long as it counts, whatever.
Exactly.
Yeah, nothing is skills about this.
So after this stream, Erin will be streaming Hagane.
Fuck that game. I was watching you do that last night, and I'm just like, this looks like the type of game. Because there's some games, like Dracula's Curse, or like I'm doing Rondo Blood. It's like they're hard, and I die a lot, but I don't mind doing it over and over because
You like
I
the gameplay.
Hagane, it just looks dark and dismal. Dismal. That sounds like a weird word. Dismal. And it's like, it looks kind of muddy to me, and it doesn't look fun. It just looks brutal in a mean way. Like, it doesn't look rewarding.
I'm gonna disagree that it looks muddy. Maybe on stream it looked muddy, but
Okay.
if you look at it on this, actually, it's actually I think it is kind of dark. Like there's a lot of blacks.
Yeah, which is fine.
But muddy to me is more like there's like a lot of N64 games to me that look muddy.
Yeah, N64 wouldn't be
Hey
cool.
chat, give me some examples of muddy looking N64 games. That's what I'd like to know. I feel like some of the stages in GoldenEye are a little muddy looking.
Oh my god, I remember when we played that game as a kid, I'm like, this looks so awesome, and now playing it is like so freaking hard for me. Because it's like, I can't freaking see what's going on.
Alright, chat is saying muddy looking N64 games. Quake, Jet Force Gemini, Doom 64. She says every N64 game.
Pretty much.
Hexen, Retro Gamer says GoldenEye, super muddy. Quest 64, Donkey Kong 64, Turok. So they're basically listing every N64
So every
game.
N64 game.
Um,
Well, some don't look muddy, they just look shitty.
Well,
Like, I don't know.
there are, you know what? There's a lot of people that shit on the N64, and yeah, there was a lot of bad games, but
There's...
I think Rogue Squadron is excellent.
That's a good game.
I think Star Fox 64. There's a lot of great games. The original, you know, obviously the original, like Smash Brothers, Ocarina of Time. There's a laundry list of, you know, great N64 games. I have to say though, Jet Force Gemini. So I had done top 10 obscure WoW, top 10 obscure NES gems, and top 10 obscure SNES gems, and I was gonna do top 10 obscure. Good job, by the way.
Thank you.
Top 10 obscure N64 gems
Yeah.
was the next one I was gonna do, because I was thinking to do Genesis, but I was like, nah, I'll skip ahead to N64.
Mm-hmm.
So I started playing a bunch of games. Are you gonna go?
Yeah, I was gonna get a drink, but I don't know what you're saying.
I could use a drink actually. I could go up and grab something. So I was gonna do the N64 gems video, just like obscure games. And at that time, like to me, I hadn't played Jet Force Gemini. So at that time, like 10 years ago or something, I thought that was a more obscure.
Well,
game.
10 years ago it was obscure.
Okay.
I didn't know that existed 10 years ago. I mean...
So everybody said, okay, Jet Force Gemini is so good and whatever. And I played it. I made it like halfway through the game.
I'm not invincible.
I got like, I don't know, I got really like frustrated with it. And basically I was like, okay, well, I'll come back to Jet Force Gemini. Then I never did, and then I never finished the video. So if you ever want to know why I never did N64 gem video, it's because of Jet Force Gemini.
I was like, fuck this.
I was just like,
Top 10 boners.
So what do you guys think of Jet Force Gemini? Because I just got like, I didn't hate it, but I was just like, this isn't, I just thought it was like, eh.
Wait, am I confusing it? I always confuse it. What's the one that's
I'll show you
GoldenEye? That's
Well,
like the same,
Oh, I know what you're thinking of. You're thinking of Perfect Dark.
yeah. But yeah, Jet Force Gemini, I can picture the label.
I'll show you.
It's like a girl, right? And you're like, have a helmet or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's this and this.
Okay, I never played it.
Yeah, I got halfway through it and I just like gave up.
Is it hard?
I remember it being kind of difficult, yeah. But it was like 10 years ago.
Oh.
Lag Master says it's good, but it's unfair.
I see. I didn't like that. I wasn't ready and I just plowed through it.
I was looking at the chat, but I saw crazy things happening out of my peripheral vision.
No!
Fuck. Oh, you get to the edge and you wait for him to be like at the right spot, and then you have to like bounce. It's awful.
Let me try it.
Yeah. Oh, you're on 4-3 now. You're doing good.
I finally... See, jinxed it.
The springs are the worst thing.
The springs suck. I was just gonna say, oh, just because it takes me a while, Mario, to find my groove, and I finally found my groove, but apparently not.
And right there, that was a perfect example of why Lost Levels on Super Nintendo is an easier game.
Yeah. No! Fucking, the springs really do suck.
Yes.
This is my first real, like, going, okay, that's correct. The springs are awful.
Well, I'll give it a shot.
Okay, I want to go.
That'd be great. Alright, I'm back giving this a shot. You love playing F-Zero X. So, I had F-Zero GX, which I used to play with James, actually. The GameCube one. And that was back when James and I were doing Wizard of Oz 3, Dorothy Goes to Hell. And I remember the day I was recording the voices for that. And I did the Cowardly Lion for that, and I was like, ruff, ruff, you know, and all that shit. And which is like when we did the AVGN video of Wizard of Oz, I was doing like my impression of the lion from Wizard of Oz 3. So if you guys ever want to know, it's kind of like an in-joke between James and I. Sort of, you know, because we worked on that animation together. Because the idea of Wizard of Oz 3, Dorothy Goes to Hell, which is just, if you don't know what that is, it's a stupid animation that James and I made when we were getting out of college. But the idea was basically just like a dumb version, a dumb animated parody kind of thing of Wizard of Oz. So that's where that came from. So instead of just like doing a straight impression of the lion, I was like a dipshit version of the lion, basically.
Dipshit's a good word.
Dipshit is a good word. Thanks, Braz Musin, for subbing. Mike, does Dorothy actually go to hell? She does. She does actually go to hell. Yes. And she meets Satan, and she meets Lucifer, and she meets, you know what witch she meets? The Wicked Witch of the Middle. The Wicked Witch of the Middle. Because there was the Wicked Witch of the West, which is the one that everybody knows. There was the Wicked Witch of the North, which is Glenda, the Good Witch. The Wicked Witch of the South is Dorothy, apparently.
You know your Wizard of Oz.
I do know my Wizard of Oz. The Wicked Witch of the East was, I think that was the one that the house got dropped on in the beginning of the movie. So we were like, okay, well, what other witch could we have for this? And we're like, well, how about the Witch of the Middle? So I was the Witch of the Middle. I was also the Sand Witch, which was a sandwich that was in the Deadly Desert, because sand and witch. So it was pretty great.
I don't think I ever saw that.
Well, then you're missing out on some
I'll have to watch
Cinemassacre
it.
history. Also, James made, I actually had nothing to do with monkey cheese, but back in college, James made monkey cheese, and I thought that was like the funniest fucking thing ever. If you guys have not seen James's animated monkey cheese cartoons, whatever, those are funny. Oh shit. Hang on. I'm trying to do this at the same time. Okay, so I get to the edge here, and I think you can.
There's
No.
gonna be a turtle, and you're supposed to jump on the turtle. Ah, see? It's fucking hard.
It's hard. I made that last time. Maybe you have to be big or something. I don't know. Oh my god. Maybe you have to have like the fast momentum or like.
Last level.
There's got to be a secret to this.
You just gotta run like perfectly.
Yeah.
Like
You have to do perfect.
see, I think you gotta
Maybe I have to wait a
be
second.
very back. Like you're a little forward on the platform. Like you have to back up. Like after you jump on the platform, back up a bit and then go. Because you're just going after you jump. Which I get because it's momentum. But
I don't understand. Tell me again.
so after you jump on the thingy that's doing like this, so you're on this, and then you jump onto the grass, right? The
Yeah.
grass platform.
Yeah.
You're like, okay, so here's the grass platform.
Yes.
You jump here because you're jumping off something, and then you just start running. When you land here, back up a bit, and then start running.
Oh.
Try that.
Okay. Okay.
I don't know if it'll work, but
But that's your idea.
that's what I would do.
Okay. That's a good idea. Because then I have a little more running space and maybe I can get further. See, what I was thinking was to wait an extra second, because maybe he's like moving, so if I waited an extra second, maybe he'll be down a little bit.
Oh, yeah,
I don't know if the
that
game
too.
works that way though.
Yeah, I don't know. Oh, thank you, Neo Geo.
Neo Geo.
Is that the Keith Apper
I love that.
That was like one of the most amazing things I've seen ever.
If you go to Fun Spot in New Hampshire, there is a Keith Apicary shrine.
Really?
Because, so he went there and that's where people go to get high scores in arcade games, because that's like pretty much like the most like legit retro like arcade that like exists, because they keep all the machines like in great shape and everything. So people go there to do like arcade competitions.
Mm-hmm.
And so he went there to get a high score, and he went to get the high score in Donkey Kong, but he found out that he couldn't do it.
Okay.
So instead of that, he decided to go for a different score. He went for the lowest score of all time, which is -0.
Okay.
And you might say, well, how can you possibly get less than 0? Like, it's not possible to get less than 0.
Yeah, how do you do that?
But so he like hacked Donkey Kong somehow, and then he got like less than 0. So he does have
That's awesome.
he does have a very impressive score of
That's
negative 0.
That rules.
Yeah.
There's a when I went to what's it called? Ground Control in Portland. There was like he like signed or like he like wrote his name on like one of the arcade machines there. And I saw something else of him. I don't remember what. So his presence is all over the country.
Keith Apicary is everywhere.
You can feel him in a gust of wind.
He's in our hearts and soul. It was lower. It was lower, definitely. So it's waiting.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure it's waiting now. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna run as fast as I can, but then I'm gonna stop and like wait an extra second. I think I know what to do now. Accomplishing it is going to be a different story, but I think I understand it now though. Right. Basically.
So he's gotta guess.
See?
And you backed up a bit though.
I did back up to have the momentum, but I think waiting. I think you have to wait a little bit. It's definitely both because you won't make the jump if you don't have the momentum.
Yeah.
So it's definitely both. So there you go. Fuck.
Games and movies has like out of control Winnie the Pooh emotes. Where did you get those emotes, Games and movies? I'm crazy. It's like fucked up your Pooh.
Gotta get up.
Gotta get going.
Gotta see a friend of mine. There you go.
He's round and he's fuzzy. I love him because he's just... I should get Pooh.
You should get Pooh.
Well, we have him upstairs.
Oh, yeah.
Not shit, Mike. I'm talking about Winnie the Pooh.
I've been working with James for 12 years, so my mind just goes there. Sorry.
Yeah, no, it's understandable.
The man's obsession with Pooh is something to be reckoned with. Reckoned? I've been playing too much Red Dead. I reckon there's too much Pooh over here.
I saw some girl I follow on Instagram. She made a post saying she's been playing so much that she started craving stew. So she made stew.
Stew? Why, do they have stew in the game?
I guess they do, because didn't she say they can cook? You can cook in Red Dead too?
You can have supper.
Supper, I'm sorry. Stew for supper.
I immediately just thought of Stewie from Family Guy. I was just like, I don't know. That's popped into my head. Okay. What was I doing here? I haven't. You know why? Because we haven't gotten through this yet. So, fuck. Okay. Okay.
Oatcakes.
Hmm.
Remember at the grocery store there was like some oatmeal cookie things, and I was like, hey, it's oatcakes.
Oh, from Red Dead.
And
yeah.
I thought I was funny. It wasn't that funny.
It was great.
But oatcakes.
I was like,
Exactly like that.
all right. Oh my God. Okay.
You made it!
Yeah, but look at this situation.
It's not a good one.
No, it's a bad situation.
It's a bad situation.
Yeah!
Yeah! Nice.
I just turned into Krusty the Clown.
A little bit.
Okay, we have a lot
Dennis
of Pooh
Hopper.
emotes. Maybe you ought to get Pooh.
Sure,
We have
I'll go
a
get
lot of Winnie the Pooh in the chat. Oh my God. And I'll just have a little beverage. Family Guy, that evil baby. Yes. Thanks, Officer Jungles, for the bits. I'm gonna back up in the chat a little bit and see what you guys were talking about. And we're on stage 5-1, by the way. Thanks, Jay Deezer, for subbing. Cheat him onto the screen. You're talking about that Koopa. that is a real tough part. Sort of weeds out the players in this game, says Neo Zach. Yeah, that part is tough. I have not seen it, John. No. Alright, there you go. There it is.
You can dance to the song.
Oh no. Are we gonna break out the gummy bears next because they invaded one of my live streams before? Shit. Well, shit.
This is insane.
Is this real? We're gonna have to get you like cat ears next.
Oh god.
Yeah. Ooh, it's the first one of these I've seen. You know, it's not distracting when I'm trying to beat lost levels when I have fucking Winnie the Pooh dancing in my face. It's great. Oh, I love that. Is it gonna go through the other side? No, it left the screen. That's great. Pooh's back. Well, oh fuck, it's the wind.
Ah!
Yeah.
I like that you compare that to Ninja Gaiden Wind.
Ninja Gaiden Wind at least like goes in different directions. This is...
Are you saying that this is harder than Ninja Gaiden? I'm kidding. It's hard.
This part probably is harder
hard,
than Ninja
yeah.
Gaiden 2, actually.
Erin Esurance. Oh, I forgot about her with the pink hair. That was really funny because I used to have pink hair.
Those were commercials, right?
Yeah,
I
so it was
remember
really
that.
weird that there was Erin Esurance with pink hair and I also had pink hair. But look, we don't just have Pooh. There's Eeyore too!
Oh, you did bring that up.
I brought Eeyore. I didn't bring,
What's up?
there. I forgot where I was and what I was saying for a second. This is a bit surreal.
You're like, where am
I
I?
have like, you know what's weird though about this Pooh plush? Look at his legs. They do weird stuff because like they bend.
Pooh is spread eagle for us all.
So it's just like I don't want to see this. But then it's also fucked up when you do that. It looks like his legs are broken. See, they should have it stop here, so then you can sit. I'm like, that's fine, but you know, that's my review
Of Pooh.
of this Pooh plush.
Meanwhile, whoa! Thanks, Ryan Walker, so
Wow.
much.
Ryan Walker's awesome.
He is indeed. No! I made it through that wind.
Pooh's rocking a crop top. Can't be mad. Pooh's in a crop top.
That shirt is way too small for him.
And
Did he have a
doesn't
shirt
give
like that
He doesn't
in-
give a fuck.
Did he have a shirt like that in the new Winnie Pooh?
Yeah. Because
was
he
that
always has
short?
the short shirt, but I guess this is extra short.
Oh, it's like...
It should be
it's,
like
It's a bit much.
here. It's a bit much.
It's a bit much, Pooh.
Cover yourself up, Jesus.
Cover yourself, Pooh.
We're on camera.
Fuck.
Get some Jesus.
Get some fucking clothes on, you
Yeah.
fucking dumb yellow bear. Piece of shit. Piece of fucking shit.
Imagine an overweight adult man dressed like that, tiny shirt. Yeah, and he has no pants.
Oh my god, somebody should do a version of Winnie the Pooh, but real people play the characters. So this would just like be like a fat, like naked dude. He'd be naked from the bottom
Who
down.
would be Eeyore?
Danny DeVito.
Okay.
That's the first thing that came into my
I like how
mind.
I just agreed. I'm like, alright.
You're like, yeah, it would be Danny DeVito.
Indecent exposure. He wouldn't be allowed within. Pooh wouldn't be allowed within like 50 feet of a school.
Shit.
It's inappropriate. I'll sit here with the plush.
Or into any restaurant.
Or any restaurant, no shirt, no shoes.
He has no shoes.
No tiny shirt, no service.
He would only go to a restaurant that serves honey anyway. So what the fuck? What kind of restaurant would he want to go to?
I don't know. Wouldn't like a place. I've only been to a Cracker Barrel once, but like, wouldn't they have honey?
You know where it had honey? Fucking McDonald's used to have the honey that you could put into the fucking thing with
Oh my
the
god. I remember.
McNuggets.
I remember my dad would eat that with biscuits.
By the way, Duo's in here, and he told me yesterday on Twitter that he ate. Tell me, chat, if you think that this is too much food. he ate a Big Mac and 2 triple cheeseburgers. Tell me if that's too big of a meal. Mike, they brought back honey dips. What are honey
What's
dips?
a honey dip?
You ever had those honey
Dips and fries?
that you dip in tea and
yeah,
they're like the
those
honey
are
sticks?
awesome.
Those
I
are
like
great.
Those. Let's get some. Yeah, what's a honey dip? And now I'm hungry. I want...
Fry's acid test says I am 400 pounds and I couldn't stuff that down.
Well, maybe Duo is talented.
That stuff.
It's just honey to dip your... Oh, it's just honey to dip your McNuggets in. How stoked are you right now?
Wait, what?
He's saying they brought back the honey. It's like how the sauce is like barbecue sauce and whatever, but now there's a honey one, right? Is that what you're saying?
Well, I used to get the honey packages, and then you would just put that into the...
Well, he's saying they're like dips for your McNuggets.
Well, I know where we're going for lunch.
Ah. What are my
McDonald's
thoughts on
and
Gates
you.
McFadden? I think Gates McFadden is awesome. And so last year, I was like, you know what? Maybe it was last year. Yeah, I was like, I haven't used my red hair for like a costume, so I'm gonna be
Rabbit.
Beverly Crusher. Yeah, I want to be Jessica Rabbit. It's just hard to. It's like I need contacts for things, but I'm afraid. But anyway, and so I was Beverly Crusher, and then but I got like the jumpsuit, but then I screwed it up because it was like too short.
Wait, you don't want to wear contacts?
Wait, I'm talking to Skywalker about
Fucking Beverly Crusher. All he
Beverly
talks
Crusher.
about is Beverly Crusher. He's obsessed.
So basically I just cut it, like I cut the pants off, like the bottom part off, and I totally screwed it up. And that's my story about that.
And you know what else he likes? Mr. Roper. He comes in here sometimes and he just goes, Mr. Roper. Because he knows that triggers me. Mr. Roper is the landlord on Three's Company.
Oh.
And whenever anybody... I was playing... Double Dragon, and there's a character in Double Dragon called Roper. They're Ropers, so he kept saying Mr. Roper, and I was like, Jesus fucking Christ. And then he would say Larry Dallas. He just keeps saying like Mr. Furley, Jack Tripper, all that shit. Actually, the first time he did that, I was playing Dark Souls, and I'm like trying to kill this like fucking butcher like thing, and I was like, and all of a sudden he just goes like Mr. Roper, and it was like so out of place. Oh my
That's
God.
funny. Norman Fell.
Norman Fell. He was Mr. Roper. That's right.
Okay.
Oh yeah, actually that's what he said. He said Norman Fell, not Mr. Roper. This is like these
Come
things.
and knock on our door.
Take a step that is new.
That's the only part I know.
We've a lovable place that needs your face. Three's Company too. I know all the words. Can you believe it, Erin?
I believe it.
Yeah, I bet you do. You were Aragorn. I want to see you in your Aragorn costume quite badly.
Your girlfriend was a forest fairy? That's cool.
I want to be the Witch King.
Oh yeah, you showed me that mask or full costume you were gonna get. That was gonna be out of control.
I know, it's just too expensive.
Yeah, what was everyone for Halloween this year? This year I was Batgirl, and you were Dracula.
I was Dracula. And I was also something else. What was I?
Oh, we were Pokemon trainers
Pokemon
too.
trainer.
So we had 2 costumes.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh fuck, this is one. Oh wow, it's not a castle and they're doing this shit. Okay, help me out.
Okay,
I probably have to get up there, huh? Shit! Alright, I need help. Oh no, and it's 5-3? Okay, I have 2 lives to do this. Shit, fuck. Okay, so I'm gonna get on this. I'm gonna try to get up to the... Okay, here's what... Oh, I know what to do. I know what to do. When this is in the right spot, I'm gonna have to like...
Burger Chef employee.
Oh, that's it.
Wait, press pause. Were you
What?
talking about Burger Chef? That was that
Yeah.
restaurant. Someone says I usually go as a Burger Chef employee. Are Burger Chefs still around?
So one of my earliest memories as a kid was going to Burger Chef with my sister, and I just like loved the I guess facade's fake, the atmosphere of it.
Uh huh.
And like if you look up pictures, just look up Burger Chef. Basically, it's just a really cool like old fast food thing that I don't think exists anymore. Thank you, Freaks Don't Sleep, for subbing 2 months in a row. Skeletor. Welcome to Good Burger. No, it has nothing to do with Good Burger. Is that Bob? It's not Bob's Big Boy. There was also Arthur Treacher's. Does anybody here remember Arthur Treacher's? I don't know if that exists anymore, but that was like a fast food fish place. They would have stuff kind of like the fish fillet, but I remember it being better.
Cafes in 1970s Kmart's. I'm like, ooh, old retail things. I like to talk about it.
Damn it. I gotta get through this.
Okay.
Oh no, they're making me do this again. Motherfuck. This part's hard. Okay. Where's this? This fucking blooper is gonna come and just... Ah! Fuck! Do I have one more? You wanna try it?
Sure, I'll try it.
I hate it. There is at least one relic Arthur Treacher's here in northern Ohio. That's cool. So they exist still, apparently. McDonald's Pizza missed that shit. What year was McDonald's Pizza? When did they have
It
that?
was McDonald's Pizza Regional because I don't remember it at all. Unless it was before my time. Oh, it wasn't. You said it was like, when was it? 90s?
I want to say it was the 90s.
Okay.
I feel like it was the late 90s.
Because I remember the chicken fajita.
Oh, I've had that. I hated that.
I used to love it. That was the first thing I remember. Like, I felt like, ooh, I don't get a Happy Meal now. I get the chicken fajita.
Oh, man.
Shoo.
See, okay, well, I have to tell you, my experience with eating the chicken fajita was I had never had a chicken fajita.
Shit.
So I got one at McDonald's, and I'm like, okay, I like fajitas and whatever. Let's try it. So I got one, and I take a bite into it, and I look over, and this is a true story, by the way.
I'm afraid.
I look over, and on the ground, like under the table, I saw a fucking rat.
Well, that's not the chicken fajita's fault.
It's not. I would go from the third one down and then jump up there, like jump up and then go, because that gives you a little more momentum. Okay, never mind. You're good.
I just had to do. Oh fuck.
Yeah. So I was like, I don't want to eat this chicken fajita.
A jazzy toy with the chicken fajita.
McRibs aren't bad. I like McRib. Do you like the McRib?
You know what? I do. I was vegetarian for like 5 years, and I didn't have one. I'm gonna pause it because I can't play this while talking. And like Morningstar makes like a vegetarian. Basically, it's like these little rib patties, and it tastes like the same as the McRib.
Morningstar?
Yeah, it's like this brand that makes a lot of like vegetarian, like meatless.
Are you telling me
stuff.
that they make knockoff
And
McRibs?
I almost think might have been better, but so I'm really excited because this will be my first year in like 5 years eating a McRib.
That's like when you're looking at someone with a nice butt walking down the street and suddenly you're hit with a smell from an open sewer.
What are you talking about?
I think you're talking about me biting into the...
Yeah, that's
because
really
it's like such a good experience. I'm like, oh, this is gonna be great. It's like that.
I want a McRib. I'm so hungry. Jose's like hashtag Team McRib. Because what other team would you be on, really?
Well, I could go pick us up at McDonald's and then come back and you could try to beat this level. Or we could do the reverse.
Ah! Live stream the McRib experience.
Oh shit! Is it out now?
Yeah, it came out like last week. I think.
Oh, we're getting a McRib. Oh shit!
Is your life altered right now? I don't know why.
I don't know if I want to go to McDonald's.
We'll talk about it.
Oh yo! Speaking of, hold up.
he getting McRibs?
Yeah. I wish I was getting
No! You know what he should do? He should do an IRL stream going through a McDonald's drive-thru. That's what I think. No! Okay, now I'm just getting sloppy. What do you have? Oh,
I have
no.
all kinds of stuff here.
I show those on my stream.
Oh, you
today.
did?
Whoa!
I didn't know you did. What stream was that, Rondo Blood?
Yeah.
Hang
Or I
on,
don't
just
know,
hold
it
up a
must have
second. I
been
want to
on
show
the-
this. All right, so we're talking about McDonald's. So first of all, good old Justin Silverman picked this up somewhere. For Halloween, you'll see this is a Halloween.
I'm gonna keep putting the shot.
This is a Halloween McDonald's thing. Isn't this cool? Look at there.
I like that a lot.
There's Ronald. And there you go, pumpkins and all that, and a bat handle. Then we have, I have to show these. I was mentioning these the other day. So these are the McDonald's Happy Meal. Since we're playing Mario Brothers, this is like the sticky one. Well, it's like, oh my god, it still works. Look at that. That's pretty good. Then you got Mario climbing up a vine or whatever. It never fucking focuses and it drives me crazy. I'm gonna keep this here until it focuses, and that's gonna be the way it's gonna go. Eventually it will focus.
Am I excited for Thanksgiving? Yes, I guess. I don't know. I like
I'll just hold
I like
it back.
the sides in Thanksgiving. Like stuffing, and sometimes people make macaroni and stuff like that.
This guy, the suction stopped on this guy, but he would suction, you put him on thing, and then he'd flip. It used to work.
This is live, fake Nick.
And then there's this. This is my favorite one. Koopa, Paracoopa.
Oh, I like that one.
Isn't that one good? Let's see if it. Oh wait.
Ah!
There's that, and then we're almost done. We
No, we're
have.
not. There's like a bunch of them.
Okay, so then if you guys remember McDonald's cookies, we have the McDonald's cookie boxes. This is Birdie, and then you want to show some of these.
Yeah.
You got Birdie.
I like this one. It's the Fry Kids. Because the Fry Kids are really cool. And they're on roller skates. They're always on roller skates. Have you noticed that?
Hamburglar.
Ronald. I like his face on this one.
I used to eat these cookies, and they were
Because he's just like,
really
I
good.
don't know. I'm just on a bench.
Grimace. Purple fat fuck.
Purple fat fuck.
And then that's all of them? Okay. And those are our McDonald's cookies.
Yay.
Alright,
This is Americana in its finest, isn't it, Neo Geo?
Alright, you're up, right? Are you still going?
Oh, yeah, that's true.
You want me to do it?
No, I'm gonna finish it.
I'm gonna do
I wanna do.
Those toys were available worldwide. The McDonald's ones? I guess maybe they're not too rare to get then if they were worldwide. Let me do it.
Yeah, I'm too busy thinking about
McDonald's.
food.
Tell us a story about McDonald's, Erin.
A story about McDonald's?
Tell us anything about McDonald's.
Hmm.
No, I got a better idea. Tell us about Pizza Port.
So Pizza Port, located in Tomorrowland in Disneyland, Anaheim, California, USA. So Pizza Port, when it opened, I thought it was so cool as a kid. Like, I hated Tomorrowland 98.
Do they have that in Disney World or just Disneyland?
I think it's in Disney World, but it's called, like...
Not the same thing.
I think it's called... Wait, no, don't they have, like, an actual Pizza Planet in Hollywood Studios? I don't know. Anyway.
Just tell us about the one you know.
So, Pizza Port, and you could get pizza, pasta, and salad. And the pizza's actually pretty good.
It's good.
But now, they did a really lazy... So one good thing about Pizza Port, they had, like, the old attraction posters of, like, of rides that used to be in Disneyland. Like, they had a Skyway ride poster and, like, the old Autopia poster, Mission to Mars, and it was awesome. So now they did a really lazy Toy Story overlay where it's actually Pizza Planet. And they took down all of those posters, and now it's all, like,
Pixar.
Aliens and Pixar shit. And I'm really sad. Because that was cool.
Wait, well, it was like... They had, like, the, what, like, Haunted Mansion posters and shit? Or, like, what?
Like, you know the attraction posters when you walk in the park?
Yeah.
They had one of the old Skyway, People Mover,
In Pizza
Mission to
Port.
Mars in Pizza Port, which was, like, kind of cool.
And now it's what, like Stitch or something?
No, now it's just, like the Aliens, like,
Oh,
Toy
those...
Story shit.
yeah,
Yeah,
those
which,
guys.
whatever.
See, you know what? I really actually like the Toy Story movies.
No, me too,
But it's like, it's Disneyland, not Pixar fucking land.
it's Pixar Land. It's Pixar Pier.
You put that in California Adventure where that shit belongs.
Well, they did, and they did a really lazy overlay for Pixar Pier.
No, but I'm saying Pizza Port is in Disneyland. You put the Pixar shit
Yeah.
in California Adventure where it fucking belongs. You don't have posters for those motherfuckers in Disneyland. That's my opinion.
No, that's a good opinion. I don't know. I have a lot of thoughts on Disney. Like, if you get me going on Disneyland, I'll get really too emotionally, like...
You're emotionally invested.
And I'll just get, like, angry. They'll be like, hey, Erin, what do you think about Star Wars Land? And I'm just like, fuck Star Wars Land.
Pretty much.
Do you recommend Disney World or Disneyland? Well, they're very different because Disneyland, you know, it's like the original. It's a lot smaller. There's things that they don't have at Disney World and vice versa. Disney World's a lot bigger. They have a lot more stuff.
Go to both.
You need both.
Go during the week, not on the weekend. If you can. Fuck.
Yeah, we went on a Saturday recently to Disneyland and it was like the
Just
worst.
Don't ever
It
do
was
that.
bad. We had a breakdown in Toontown.
Do what you gotta do and go during the week. Or else don't go.
Yeah.
It's a nightmare. If you ever want to be around too many fucking people. Is this gonna be another maze?
I feel like all the castles are...
Oh wait, this isn't a castle. This is 5-2. For a second, I don't know why. I was thinking it was a castle.
The Alice in Wonderland ride in Disneyland's awesome. It's probably one of my favorite Fantasyland rides.
There is an Alice in Wonderland game on Game Gear.
It actually looks kind of playable.
Wait, Game Boy Advance or Game
No,
Gear? Game Boy Advance, right?
I think it's Game Boy Advance or Game Boy Color. Actually.
I wonder if that game's any good. Probably not.
I agree, Shishi.
I think I'm like on my last life, so this is not good.
Ranger Day at Disneyland.
But anyway, Disneyland has underground catacombs. You're talking about the
Utilidors!
Utilidors, which are in both Disneyland and Disney World. Yes. From what I know. Actually, I don't really know about the ones in Disneyland, but I know they have them in Disney World. Cool. That was great. Good job, Mike. Do I have one more? Fuck. It's everything. Alright, I'll go again. Do you want to do it?
Z-Man says, what up, Moke?
Try it.
Instead of Mike.
What's up, Moke?
What's up, Moke?
Can you do the one-up trick in this game? Well, I know that's on three is it 3-1 or 3-2 in Mario, in like the original Mario, in the original Super Mario Brothers. Yeah, there's the 1-up trick. I don't know. There's probably somewhere you can do it. I don't know though, off the top of my head. I'm much more familiar with, obviously, like the original. I have gone, like I said, I've gone through this before, but only a couple times.
Okay, can I just keep killing myself and start over? Because this is bad.
That's the method I use.
It's a good method.
Will I ever finish the Batman Arkham City stream from a long, long time ago? I mean, I could come back to it. I love that game. What happens with like long games like that is like I'll do, I don't know, 2 or 3 streams of it, and then people tend to get bored with it. I was doing Dark Souls, and then I followed through with that, and I probably did, I don't know, fucking 20 streams or some crazy shit of like Dark Souls, and by the end of it, people are just like Mike, no more Dark Souls. And I really like Dark Souls, but like people get bored of it, so it's tough with the longer games. And a lot of people want me to, they're like, play Super Ghouls and Ghosts, play this, play that. So if I spend a month streaming like Arkham City or something like that, or something really long, and it's like there's a lot of people that are like, well, fucking, there's 8 million games on my like checklist of games that I want to play. So
Easy, man.
if I spend a month doing a game like that, it's just like then I'm never gonna get to everything. I am down with Freddy Freaker, the original Party Freak. I actually talked to the guy who made Freddy Freaker.
Freddy Freaker.
And I was gonna have him make me a Freddy Freaker, and he was gonna do it, but he just like was busy. But I think like he might have actually made one. I should actually get back to him.
Okay, I just can't. What's Freddy Freaker?
You don't know Freddy Freaker?
I don't know.
Oh,
Freddy
we're
Freaker.
fucking seeing. I'm showing you Freddy Freaker right now. How have I not shown you Freddy Freaker? Hold up.
What's Freddy Freaker?
You're going to love this. I thought I showed you this already. Watch this.
Oh! Yeah, I know. I remember that guy.
Hold up.
I forgot about that.
Here.
Someone was gonna make you a Freddy Freaker?
The guy who made Freddy Freaker.
Oh my god, you need to, get back to that guy.
The thing about it is, like, I was like, oh, he probably hasn't done anything since he did this. He's like a really like, he's a busy guy. Let's put it that way. And he does a lot of stuff now, from what I know. And he's like, I would love to do that, but I don't have time, you know, kind of like that. So.
That rules.
Yeah. Party till you drop. Cause I found that commercial long time ago, and I feel like I talked about that in a video before. I probably have. Anyway, I found that years and years ago. I think I showed it to James or something. And anyway, so I like really wanted a Freddy Freaker. Cause he's a party freak, you know.
He's a party freak.
People are just like putting the lyrics on it. So other things I'm thinking to stream, by the way, Mega Man X3. I want to do ActRaiser 2, and I want to do Bucky O'Hare on hard. So hopefully I'll get to some of those soon. Okay. I like hate this level. Alright. Not. Oh, fucking! Damn it! I wanted to go up there. Actually, some of the things in this send you like back to the beginning. You gotta be like careful. I remember at one point you go down a pipe or something or a vine, and it's like now you're back at the beginning. So you gotta actually watch out. Anyone else in the chat not get a notification? You're not getting a notification?
It's probably those new Twitch settings, right?
I have a whole thing in the description of how to get notified, so try to read that. Oh my god.
Are we getting, like, just bad?
Yes. That's what happens, though. You gotta power through it, and you know that very well. How long were you doing?
I don't want to talk about that.
You don't want to.
Oh, just kidding. Yeah, what's up? Ask away. Ask away about my Rongo blood experience. What was the question?
The question was, I don't know what the question was. It was about powering through games. How you got to do it again and again and again.
Oh yeah.
And if you would not have kept doing it, you wouldn't have done it, but you eventually did it, right?
Exactly.
And that's what we're doing here. I don't know that I'm gonna be able to go through the whole game right now because each of these worlds is going to take a while. But we'll give this a few more tries, and then it might come back to it a little bit later. But I definitely want to try to beat this. Shit. Do you prefer the graphics in the Lost Levels over this?
Yeah, I do.
I think a lot of people do. Probably most people probably do, actually. I had to run and jump on that block and then jump up there. Yeah. Oh my god, I'm on 5-1 still?
Yep.
I thought I was on the... I guess the second one is the underground thing. Fucking hell. Ah!
Yay!
I hate it. Now I'm gonna kill myself. Well... Yeah, I don't know. I'll try, because I'm on a checkpoint, I guess. Oh no, I don't know. I don't know what to do. Aaron, I don't know what to do. There, and of course now I make it.
You just gotta power through it. Just kidding.
Well, I will power through
was
it.
doing okay, and then I just started sucking really hard, and I can't do it. That's what's really annoying when you know you can do something, and you keep dying in stupid ways. Like, that's what was driving me crazy last night.
Well, what drives me... So, you know, I've beaten this game before. But it's so annoying you come back to it, and it's like... Then you can't do it, you know? It's like playing... It's like, you know, it's like fucking Punch-Out is the best, I think, example of that. You know, I've beaten it before, but it's like... That's a game, like, you can't do it every time. I remember practicing that game for like 2 hours in a row, trying to beat Mike Tyson, and I could not fucking do it, and it was pissing me off. And then I do that video with James, and then I beat him like the first time, and I was like, what the fuck?
Don't you hate when that happens? It's like, it's so weird.
I was glad that happened when I was like on camera.
Yeah.
Because that's the kind of thing you tell somebody, I beat it the first time, you know, it's like, yeah, right. So that's what's great about doing these recordings sometimes. It's like, okay, well, I have it on fucking record. You know?
Mm-hmm. There you go.
Alright, I think this is my first life, right? So.
Skywalker says go get that McRib mic and an apple pie, too.
Go get that virtual boy, that futuristic toy. My eyes will be destroyed.
That was a good moment, too. I remember that.
Oh, I was so happy I hugged the Mike Tyson display. Well, yeah, that was a present that I bought for James. I was looking for that for a long time. And you know what? I have not seen that in the nerd room in a long time. I wonder where he put that. He should put that back out because that thing was like super hard to fucking find. I'm gonna ask him where he put it. He like tossed it out. It's like this super fucking rare. No, he didn't, but
that'd be insane.
He's just like, oh, this is just a piece of cardboard. Chucks it out. Some fucking dude like finds it in a dumpster and sells it for like $5,000, and then I cry myself to sleep.
That would be awful.
That's basically how that would happen. Don't you think that's a good fucking Christmas present, though?
I think it's a very good Christmas present.
I was proud of that present. Or maybe it was his birthday, whatever it was. At least I made it to level 2, and I think I did it on my first life, so maybe we have a chance here. Maybe. Probably not.
What cardboard display do you not have that you want the most?
I know
Is
the
it
answer.
that Ninja Turtles one?
Yeah, yes. There's a really expensive Ninja Turtles one that I want a lot, but it's like...
Do I have a cat and does it like Mike's cat? I do not have a cat.
Cat likes Aaron, though. God damn it. There's a part in Hagane, which is kind of like this that I was doing last night, where you gotta like jump on blocks, and it's awful, and that's awful.
Any Pong RGB mods?
I have an LJN video art.
Can I like RGB mod my Pong consoles?
Well...
I don't think that's possible. And it's kind of like, why?
Well, I RGB modded my Atari 2600.
Yeah.
I guess that's a little different.
It's different. Well, yeah. RGB mod the Vectrex.
You can't. I actually looked into that. It's like not the possible thing.
Is your cat RGB?
Because it's not. It's fucking Vectrex. It's not. You can't.
Yeah, it's
you know?
different.
It's
It's not
fucking,
pixels,
It's a
it's-
vector screen.
Yeah, vector lines.
But I did ask about it.
I like that you laughed.
I at least asked. I was like, I was like, can you do this thing that's not possible, but make it possible, basically? They're like, no. But thanks for asking. Here we go. By the way, speaking of like technology shit, so I have never actually had the aspect ratio 100% correct while streaming NES games before. So the aspect ratio should now. What I would always do, I would always eyeball it between looking at the CRT and the thing. But now I got I looked into it, so the aspect ratio now over this way of the game should actually be 100% correct now, as far as I know. So that's another streaming improvement. We've made a lot of them over the years. When I started streaming in 2013, it was a shit show, let me tell you. But that's how it goes, you know. You learn as you go. I'm gonna try to kill this blooper. Okay, that's good to start with. Okay. I'm so nervous right now. Okay, I got that. Fuck. Here we go. I have Frankenstein on the mind. Yes!
I do, Yako. I was actually in a video of theirs.
Yeah! Fuck! God damn it, look at that! 5-3! Oh!
Oh, Jesus.
I have to do it again. I can do this.
You can do it.
What about Yakko, Wacko, and Dot? What are you talking about over there?
Oh, they asked if we watch My Life in Gaming.
What did they do again?
Yakko Boo 90 asked if we watched My Life in Gaming.
Yeah, what did
And I said, yeah, I was in their video talking about stuff to get from the Wii Virtual Shop before it went away.
They're on, what do they do? Like, what's their videos?
They do a lot of like technical stuff, like modding stuff. And
Oh, that's cool.
some of it goes over my head. Like some of it, I'm just like, it's too technical. As lame as that sounds.
Actually, you know what? Did they do
But
an
they know their
RGB?
shit. They're good.
Did they do an RGB video? Like at one point, I think I might have seen
They've
their
done,
RGB
like,
thing.
A lot of, yeah.
Okay, I think I know who you're talking about. Okay. I don't know. You know how I am, guys. I just get obsessed with trying to fucking do this shit. I guess this is why I stream, like, so much, because it's just like, I just need to do this. I don't know. I have a certain mental illness that I have to do this shit. Alright, here we go. I want to get up there. I don't know, this is gonna probably screw me. I'm not gonna do that because I think if I do that, it's gonna send me back. I think that's something that I remember from doing this a long time ago. I'm pretty sure that that's a setback, basically. And I know that this gets me to beat the level, so yeah. And yeah, see, that's the end. I think that's a trick vine. Anybody in the chat know, is that a trick vine? My Life in Gaming have a free Meister guide video. Yes. I've seen that before a long, long time ago when I was first trying to set up the RGB stuff. So yeah, I have seen that. But I looked at like a ton of stuff on that. I've been working on setting up all this shit perfectly. The latest thing I've been working on doing, and we started it yesterday, was getting the controls on screen. So on the screen. So I did it with, was I doing it with the Hagane, with the thing?
Mm-hmm.
I was doing it with Hagane, where I had the controls on screen, and I'm gonna do it with NES soon. But so we're still working on trying to get it to work, basically. And I want to do it with all the different systems. So I tell you what we'll do. What I do with this is I'm always like, okay, this is gonna be the last time, and then I'm not gonna be like, okay, this is really the last time. All right, just one more shot.
All right,
just one more try. Just one more. That's you know,
all right.
That's how it's gonna go. There we go.
Yay!
I don't think I've died yet. It's a warp to World 6. Oh, is it really? That vine is a warp to World 6, so they're saying. Well, I don't want to. That's good that I didn't go up there then.
Yeah,
I
you
don't
want to do the whole thing.
Yeah, I want to do the whole thing. Fuck! 2 lives. I hate it, Erin. Do this for me.
I mean, if you want.
I'm gonna make you. If I die this time, you wanna try the next time?
Sure. Not really, but yeah.
Okay.
No, this level just sucks. It's just annoying as hell.
Oh yeah, this shit. I'm at the point now where I can't like talk anymore because it's like really hard now.
This is very frustrating.
It's very awful. God. I don't even know. Have I made it to this castle yet? I don't even know if I have.
That's
Okay.
a good question. I don't know.
Yes!
Yay!
Alright, I think this is my first time in here. Alright, since I made it to the castle, if I don't make it through this, we'll stop.
Okay.
Because I think that this was a pretty good attempt. Alright, so let's see. If the chat's gonna help me, let me know, Erin. Because I'm gonna need help.
Okay.
Alright. Fuck.
No.
Oh, I probably... bad start.
But on that ledge, the fire won't hit you, says Do. Yeah, you're gonna be okay.
Yeah, I'm really gonna be okay. Do I have one more?
Let me jump there. No, I don't think so.
Alright, I'm gonna stop there.
I think just come back to it.
Yeah. I'll come back to this maybe later tonight or something. Hard game, but yeah, I will come back to it. So, we're gonna go get something to eat.
Yeah.
And are you gonna
food.
stream today?
Yeah, I probably should.
Alright, so you can check out her channel on Twitch. Tell them your Twitch.
On Twitch, I'm Erin_Plays.
Alright, Erin_Plays on Twitch. And what do you think you'll be streaming?
Rondo of Blood, beating Dracula. Hopefully.
Alright, check it out later, and thanks for watching, guys.
Bye.